Ever wondered what it's really like to manage your money when you're miles away from the big city? Life outside Metro Manila, or Cebu, has its own kind of magic, but it also comes with unique financial hurdles. We're not talking about fancy investment apps or stock market tips today. We're diving deep into the real, practical, and sometimes surprisingly traditional ways rural Pinoys are mastering their finances. These are the stories and strategies you won't find in a textbook, shared by Filipinos who live it every single day. So if you're curious about financial resilience, community spirit, and good old-fashioned common sense, stick around. This is money management, the provincial way. Let's start with something that might sound simple, but is a game changer out in the provinces: keeping emergency cash at home. In the city, you're never more than a few blocks away from an ATM. But imagine this: your child suddenly gets a fever in the middle of the night, or a sudden downpour damages a part of your roof. The nearest bank or ATM is an hour-long tricycle or jeepney ride away. That's a reality for many. One person shared online, and I quote, "I always keep at least 1,000 pesos cash ready for emergencies because the nearest ATM is an hour away." It's not just about the distance, it's the fare, the time lost, and the sheer inconvenience. That small stash of cash isn't just money, it's peace of mind. It's the difference between handling a crisis immediately and having it spiral into a bigger problem. This isn't about distrusting banks. It's a practical solution for a logistical challenge. It means you can buy medicine, pay for an unexpected repair, or grab essential supplies without a stressful, time-consuming trip to town. It is the first line of defense in a place where immediate access to your own money isn't always a guarantee. Now, let's talk about borrowing. When income is seasonal, like for many farmers or fisherfolk, and banks are hard to reach, the need for a loan can pop up unexpectedly. This is where things can get tricky. In the absence of formal lending institutions, informal lenders, sometimes known as 5/6, become very visible. They offer quick cash, but at a staggering cost, often a 20% interest rate that can trap people in a cycle of debt. The wisdom from the provinces is crystal clear on this. Borrowing is an absolute last resort, and if you must, you do it from trusted sources only. One Pinoy put it perfectly: "We avoid 5 to 6 loans. Better to ask relatives or neighbors if possible." This highlights a powerful aspect of rural life: community. The trust is placed not in faceless corporations, but in the people you know, your family, your neighbors, your friends. Another great alternative that people rely on are local cooperatives. These member-owned organizations often offer loans with much fairer interest rates and more humane repayment terms. They exist to serve the community, not to profit from its struggles. The key takeaway here is caution and discernment. The temptation of easy money is strong, but the long-term pain of predatory loans is a lesson many have learned the hard way. The smart approach is to lean on the strength of your community and trusted relationships, where help comes with a hand, not a trap. You might think that without all the fancy budgeting apps and spreadsheets, tracking expenses would be impossible. But out in the provinces, people have been mastering this long before smartphones were a thing. The tool of choice? Often, it's a simple notebook and a pen. It's not about aesthetics, it's about awareness. Someone shared, "I use a small notebook to track daily gastos. It helps me see where I can cut back." Think about that. Every peso spent on transport, on food, on a small merienda, it all gets jotted down. This simple act creates a powerful, tangible record of where your hard-earned money is going. When your income isn't a fixed salary that comes in every 15th and 30th, this level of awareness is crucial. It helps identify spending leaks and allows for quick adjustments. Maybe you realize the daily tricycle rides are adding up, and walking for shorter distances could save a significant amount. Or perhaps you see how much is spent on sodas and decide to switch to water. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making conscious choices. For the more tech-savvy, the Notes app on a simple phone works just as well. The principle remains the same. Know your cash flow. This isn't about complex financial analysis. It's a fundamental, grassroots approach to financial literacy that empowers people to take control of their budget, one handwritten entry at a time. It's proof that the most effective tools are often the simplest ones. In an age of digital everything, it is amazing to see how a traditional savings method not only survives but thrives in rural communities. I'm talking about the Palawagan. For those who might not know, a Palawagan is a community savings group where members contribute a fixed amount of money regularly, say every week or every payday. Each time, one member receives the entire pot of money. The cycle continues until everyone has had their turn. Why is this still so popular? It's all about trust and shared commitment. As one person explained, joining a Palawagan keeps me disciplined. Plus, the group helps each other out. The social pressure, in a positive way, ensures you save. You're accountable not just to yourself, but to your friends and neighbors in the group. It's harder to skip a contribution when you know everyone is counting on you. But it's more than just a savings mechanism. Palawagans build and reinforce community bonds. It's a system built on bayanihan. If someone in the group faces an emergency, the members often rally to help. It's a financial safety net woven from relationships. While digital wallets are convenient, they can't replicate that face-to-face trust and mutual support. The Palawagan is a beautiful example of how collective effort can achieve what might be difficult for an individual to do alone, turning saving from a solitary chore into a shared journey. Finally, let's address the digital wave. Mobile wallets like Gcash and Maya have definitely reached the provinces, and they are incredibly useful. They make sending money to family, paying bills, or receiving payments so much easier, bridging the physical distance to financial centers. But here's the thing. People are using them with a healthy dose of caution. The advice from the ground is to embrace the convenience but be wary of the pitfalls. Connectivity can be a major issue. An unstable internet connection can turn a simple transaction into a stressful ordeal. But the bigger warning is about the temptations that come with these apps. A user shared this valuable insight. I use Gcash mostly for bills and sending money, but I avoid buy now, pay later promos. They're traps. These quick loan offers and credit lines are designed to be incredibly easy to access. A few taps and you have cash. But just like the 5-6 lenders, they can come with high interest rates and fees that can quickly pile up if you're not careful. The smart rural user leverages these apps for their core functions, payments and transfers, while consciously ignoring the tempting credit offers. They treat their mobile wallet as a tool for transactions, not as a source of easy debt. It's a modern twist on the age-old principle of living within your means, demonstrating a level of financial discipline that is truly admirable. They're adapting to new technology on their own terms, taking the good and leaving the bad. So, let's recap these 5 powerful money management strategies from our fellow Pinoys in the provinces. First, keeping a practical emergency cash fund at home to handle urgent needs without a trip to the bank. Second, treating borrowing as a last resort and relying on trusted family or local cooperatives instead of predatory lenders. Third, the simple yet effective practice of tracking every expense in a notebook to stay in control of their budget. Fourth, the enduring power of the Palawagan, using community and shared commitment to build savings discipline. And fifth, using mobile wallets wisely for essential transactions while steering clear of the easy debt traps they can present. These aren't just tips, they are philosophies rooted in resilience, community, and practicality. They show us that financial wisdom isn't about having the latest app or the most complicated investment portfolio. It's about understanding your environment, knowing your priorities, and leveraging your greatest asset, your community. It's a reminder that no matter where we live, the core principles of smart money management, living within your means, saving for a rainy day, and being cautious about debt, are truly universal. What a journey, right? It is so inspiring to see the ingenuity and strength of Filipinos managing their finances outside the urban hustle. I hope you found these stories as insightful as I did. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What are your money management stories? Do you use any of these techniques or do you have your own unique methods? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's create a community where we can all learn from each other. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you found this video helpful and want to see more content that explores real-life stories and practical wisdom, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos. Until next time, stay wise and take care.